Welcome to the Unemployed Journeyman, episode 2, and in this episode we play our first 2 games since taking charge and get to see if we're really as bad as what the table tells us we are. Hi everyone, welcome to the video. Let's have a quick look at the table. As I just mentioned in the intro, that we are second from bottom. While we're going through all this, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and thank you for all your support on yesterday's episode. And yeah, here we are in 19th position, Fukushima. We've got 1 win, 10 draws, 8 defeats in our first 19 games. So basically, we joined the club at the halfway point in the season. We've only scored 14 goals and we've conceded 24. Now, if we go to the actual home screen and have a look at our team stats right here, after 19 games played, for goals scored, we are the 4th worst. For goals conceded, we are the 7th worst. So what that tells me is defensively, we're actually not that bad. 24 goals in 19 games is not horrendous. But the trouble is scoring goals. So I kind of look at this and think, if I can get us scoring goals, then we should be okay. I'm confident at this point that we've got enough about us to be able to avoid the relegation thing. And that's a whole aim for this part of the season, is to avoid relegation. Once we avoid relegation, we then need to look at finishing in the top half of the table. Now, if we look at our schedule, and this is since the start of the season, so the season in the J League starts on the 5th of March and ends in December, on the 2nd of December. And then from the 2nd of December to the 5th of March, you have pre-season basically. And as you see here, we're quite good at picking up draws. We've only had the 1 win all season, which was against Nara. But when you look at the actual table, you kind of look at it and think, if we could have turned, say, 3 of these draws into wins, that would have been an extra 6 points. We'd be on 19 points. We'd be in 16th. We'd be nicely outside the relegation zone round about now. So yeah, the aim is to make sure we can pick up the occasional win and start scoring goals basically. We went through quite a bit of stuff in yesterday's video, like we had a look at the team, the squad, all that sort of stuff. We won't do that really today. What I will show you is the finances, that we have 1 million in the bank. We've got a transfer budget of 336,000, a wage budget of 15,804, and we're currently overspent on our wage budget very, very slightly, not by a great deal, but very slightly. Our committed spending is within budget. So in, what is it, in January? If we have a look at future transfer, I find it easier doing it this way. So yeah, in January, we have a whole load of players coming in. We have a whole load of players going out. I did decide I was going to look at the scouting centre and have a look for strikers that we could maybe bring in. Yeah, we're £8 over the wage budget, and we have no scouts, so I can't actually look at anybody. We have that for scouted players, but they all look pretty rubbish. Tommy Muir, who would be classed as a foreigner, let's not remember. That's all we can see of his attributes, because we have unchecked the box that says disable player attribute masking. So we have got player attribute masking on effectively. So I have got adverts out for some staff members, especially some scouts, so we can start getting some scouts coming in. There's not really a great deal we can do though, so we are really working with what we've got. So if we look at the schedule for today's episode, we've got Sanuki coming up first. We're away from home. They're 15th in the league, so I consider that a winnable game. We then play Numazu, who are 4th in the table. And again, if we look at the table at Numazu, 10 wins, 4 draws, 5 defeats so far. And their record, where are they? 4th one down. They've scored 28, conceded 19. So they've got a positive goal difference of 9. Right, let's get into the first game of this series. We're going to tick opposition instructions, and I do thankfully have a assistant manager. So this is the formation we're going with at the moment, purely because this is the formation they've been playing. So we kind of have the players that fit this. We really do need a left-sided midfielder. like attacking midfielder, but that's about the best we've got at the moment. There's not really anything on the bench as well. I think I do actually need to change this bench. We need to bring on some attacking type of players. So he's rubbish as well, by the way. He can play on the left, but he's just as terrible. He is on the transfer list. Then we've got Kazuki Tanaka, who is probably worth putting on the bench as well. In fact, probably put him on there instead of him. Yeah, so this is the team we're going to go for. Now, again, I apologise now for my pronunciations of names and things like that. I'm going to get things very wrong, so please forgive me. But we have in goal, we have Yamamoto, we have Miyazaki and Kobayashi in the full-back, wing-back positions, Suzu and Obu in the centre of defence, Yuhata and Awano in the centre of midfield, Sawakami and Nobi out wide with Mori in behind Yuki. I'm hating myself for the way I'm pronouncing this. Who's lacking match sharpness? No, it's fine. We are fine. Let's get on with it. First game. I'm dreading how this is going to go because it is technically a winnable game in my opinion. And they've not been on the greatest of form either, although they have. We need to set our things. We'll wait till we get an actual highlight before I do the camera height because I'm pretty sure I do that. Then match speed during highlights, I think we go to that. Match speed during text only highlights, I'm pretty certain. I wish it would actually, we don't want replays on. Everything else looks about right. And let's see how it goes. We want the table on here because we are a long way down the table. Right, here we go. What colour are we in? We're in red. Oh, so the highlights of us. I've got to get to know this team and these players. I don't even know what colour kit we play in. Awano. Oh, I thought we'd scored a goal. I thought we went out of play actually, but it seems like it might have either been saved by the keeper or this, it feels too slow as well. So let me just speed that up because it does feel a little bit too slow. I just wish your things would save over to the next save that you do so you don't have to keep changing it all the time. I mean, not a bad start. We had a shot. Miyazaki's got a yellow card. He takes a throw and he's got the ball back now. It's Yuhata out to Miyazaki. Now it's Awano. Kobayashi, he's one of our best players, Kobayashi, by the way. So we do need him on the ball as much as possible. We almost lost the ball, but it's gone out wide to Sawakami. Comes back to Miyazaki. Oh, and Awano scores. Kento Awano, his first goal of the season. We've got him on the score sheet, folks. No idea what position he plays for us. Midfield, there you go. He's a deep line playmaker in midfield. We've taken the lead. I didn't look at the table to see if it moves us up in it. Right, we have a corner. Oh, and it's another one. Is it going to stand? It's an own goal. Yes, it will stand. We are 2-0 up, folks. Right, let's have a look at the table. So we are here now. We're 17th. Let's carry on playing the half. So we've moved out of that relegation playoff. So 20th, by the way, is actual relegation. And 19th means you go into a relegation playoff spot. So we've moved out of that now. A couple of points outside it. So this would be a really good start. If we can see this out now and actually win the game, that will be the perfect start to this episode, to the series, in fact. Awano with the first goal, an own goal for the second one. Looking at the stats as well, it's not like we've been outplayed or anything. We've been looking pretty decent. Here's Mori. Goes back to Miyazaki. Miyazaki gets involved a lot. Awano on the ball again, a deep line playmaker. See, I do know where he plays. Nobody's in. Oh, and he's hit the post. I think it was offside anyway. I mean, substitutions are going to be interesting because I don't know who's best to come on for who. I really do need to spend some time getting to know these players. It's probably going to mean I'm not going to make substitutions till a little bit late. Usually I start around the 60th minute. But I don't want to do anything that's going to cost us this win. We have actually hit the woodwork, so I think... So yeah, we had no hit the woodwork, didn't we? Right. let's have a look at who. So Yuki's looking a bit knackered, so he can come off for Mickey. I've got a song in my head now. Hey Mickey. Right. Obu, I don't really want to take him off because he's their best centre back. Kawanishi is going to come on for Suzu because he just didn't seem to be having a particularly good game. Hater doesn't seem to be having a particularly good game. He can come off for Amori. And I think that's fine for now. I don't want to make any more than 3 substitutions. And hopefully that doesn't weaken us too much. And then we'll give it until the 80 odd minute until we make our next substitutions just to... So we've got 2 more stoppages we can create. Oh, here we go. I was going to make one then, but it's a throw in to the opposition. Oh, I forget their names. Yamamoto comes. I mean, he's a great player for us, Yamamoto. He's a top draw goalkeeper. But so far, 2 goals and a clean sheet. I would be very happy with that. That's not an invitation for them to come and score now. But here's Nobe. He's forced to go out wide. Can he get across into the box? He can. Oh, we can't quite get on the end of it. But Miyazaki has the ball again to Awano. Miyazaki and Awano seem to have a good little partnership. So Akame, oh, very, very nearly 3-0. Right, let's see. I want to bring Tanaka on for Nobe. Well, what's he like there? He's not particularly good there, is he? I mean, technically he can. Maybe we just play him there and hope he gets used to it. And then what am I going to do for my final trick? I think we'll bring on Shibata and we take off Miyazaki because even though he's having a really good game, he is on a yellow card. I don't want him to get another yellow card in the last few minutes. But yeah, I mean, if you gave me a choice of how the first game of this save would go, a 2-0 win away from home, that is a perfect result. Couple of goals, we've got a clean sheet, we move up into 16th in the table. There's a bit of a gap between us and the rest of the teams above that. But if we finish there after 38 games, then you're looking at a very happy football manager. Right, let's get into the next game against Numazu, and I'll see you there for that one. Well, things have taken a bit of a turn since the last game. We've had an 8-day gap. We've not played a game, and we are now bottom of the table as a result of that because everybody else has played one, or most of them, I think, have played actually 2 games. So we play Numazu today, who are 4th in the table, and we need at least a draw to get off the bottom. If we get a draw, I mean, to be fair, if we get a draw, we'll actually be 17th. If we get a win, then we will be in 16th. But there is an injury to report, and it's a pretty bad one as well for us. So let's just tick the opposition instructions. And basically, Shinobu, our main top quality centre-back, has picked up a hip injury. He's out for 2 to 3 months. So we're going to have to probably do pretty much the rest of the season, or most of it, without him. We have now got 3 first-team regulars, or what I would class as 3 first-team players, out injured. Our main centre-back. We've also got Noi Saita, who is out for another 2 to 4 weeks, who's in our under-21s. I brought him through because he's got a lot of potential. He will be our main choice on the right, should we bring him in, provided Nobe doesn't seriously impress, that is. And we've also got Satsuma, it's not an orange. He's a striker. Again, another youngster we brought through. It might not technically be first choice, but he's around the same sort of ability as Hiroto Yuki, that's for certain. So we do make one change, and that is Kazuki Dohana comes in at centre-back. Just want to make sure that Kawanashi isn't any better. About the same, aren't they? So we've got Yamamoto in goal, Miyazaki and Kobayashi in the wing-back positions, Suzu and Dohana coming in the centre of defence, Yuhata and Awano in midfield, Sawakami and Nobe out wide, and Mori in behind Yuki. Didn't really see anything of him in the last game. Not really much of Yuki either. So hopefully them two can get more involved, because we certainly saw Nobe and Sawakami. So let's get into the game. We need a positive result if we're going to get out of the relegation zone, because otherwise it means we started today's episode in 19th and finish it in 20th, and that's with a win. So let's get on with it. Fukushima versus Numazu. Give me 2 or 3 episodes. By Monday, I'll have this down to pat. I'll be speaking fluent Japanese and all sorts. Maybe not fluent, but you get the gist. Right, here's Kobayashi now. Can he get a ball into the box? He can, and we score. Hiroto Yuki with the goal. He's given, is it? Yes. For a minute, I thought it'd been disallowed. I don't actually know if they have VAR in Japanese football. I don't think there is. I mean, I haven't seen any hint of it so far. So I'm assuming they don't, which will be a relief, to be quite honest, because then we only have to look at the linesman to see whether he's got his flag up or not. Here's Miyazaki, really impressed in the last game. To Awano, another one who impressed. Got the ball to the back post, but we couldn't win the ball. Here's Kobayashi to Dahan, or Dahana, whatever his name is. Nobe is through. He's hit the woodwork, the metal work, the steel work, the frame of the goal. One of them. It's not showing up on here that he has on the stats, but he definitely did. Right, Yuki. He couldn't quite find his teammate. We've given the ball back to Numazu. I really need to sort these names out. To the opposition, we'll just say that much. We're playing it around at the back. I'm not entirely comfortable with it, considering we're not particularly very good. But Yamamoto with the long ball upfield. We win the second ball. It's with Awano to Sawakami, but he loses it. Comes back to Suzu. We can rebuild again from the back. Miyazaki to Awano to Yuhata. Mori to Yuki. Nobe goes past, or runs along by his man. Kobayashi with the ball into the box. It's 2-0. Hiroto Yuki with his second of the game. His 7th of the season. We are 2-0 up against Numazu at home. We are 16th in the league. We're back outside the relegation zone. We're catching teams up above us. Here's Kobayashi to Nobe. Oh, yes. Yuta Nobe, his 3rd goal of the season, in off the upright. Oh, look at that. A little cartwheel, a celebration as well. Or was it a little flip? I mean, Numazu, to be fair, considering they're 4th in the table, they've not even had an attempt at goal yet. We have been all over them at the start of this game. But they could have an opportunity here. Nope, we clear our lines. Nobe can bring the ball away now. It's with Yuki. Back to Nobe. Running down the right. Gets across into the box. Oh, they clear it. But we win it back again. We're playing some really good stuff, I've got to say. Here's Nobe. Gets the ball in. Oh, we've hit the frame of the goal again. I mean, the stats are saying we've only hit it once, but we've definitely hit it twice at least. 5 shots on target from 12 shots in total. 59% possession. We are the dominant team in this match so far. We just win the ball back with ease in the midfield there. No brings it away. Yuki needs to stay onside. Gets across to the box. Sawakami! And that is for 4th goal of the season. Ryuji Sawakami. I'm getting there. What a first half this has been. 2 goals from Yuki in that first half. And a goal from Nobe and a goal from Sawakami. 2 wide players and a striker getting on the score sheet. And I am very happy with the way we are playing. Let's carry that on in the second half. Again, I want the clean sheet. I want us to be strong defensively and good going forward. Here's Mori. Finds Yuki. He's on a hat-trick. And he gets his hat-trick, his 8th goal of the season. Bearing in mind, this guy scored 5 goals in the previous 19 games before today, or previous 20 games before today. And he's basically got 60% more goals in one game. I mean, we are 5-0 up. I think we can actually afford to give some game time to some other players. So I think we're going to bring Tanaka on for Sawakami. I mean, Sawakami, I've been saying about how rubbish he is, and he's had a pretty decent game, really. Shibata can come on. Are we bringing him on? I mean, yeah, Kobayashi's having an absolute stormer. Bring him on for Miyazaki, and we'll make one more substitution, which will be Shiba can come on for Uheta. and we'll give it another 10-15 minutes, then we'll make the rest of our substitutions. But yeah, this has been a really, to be fair, for the first 2 games of the save, this has been storming. It's been perfect. No with the cross. Oh, we've hit the woodwork again. Save from the keeper, and then Tanaka scores. Tanaka, the substitute. I mean, that had to go in eventually, didn't it? Hit the crossbar, saved by the keeper, then it got put in. Tanaka with the goal. It's 6-0. Who would have thought? I mean, our goal difference that was +8 before today is -8 is now -2. Right, we're bringing Kawanishi for Stohana, I think, and then Mickey can come on for Yuki. Yuki's got his hat trick. He can come on, give a bit of game time to someone else. Naoto Mickey. I'm not singing that song, by the way. Right. Numazu. They have the ball. The team in blue have the ball, the opposition. Playing it forward. We clear our lines. Nobe has it. It's with Mickey. Kobayashi now. Goes back and then forward to Shiba. To Mori. Tries to find Tanaka. Does eventually get to Tanaka. And Tanaka, rather than getting a cross into the box, decided he wanted to go all the way on his own. And to be fair, he nearly got there as well. Right, free kick to the team in blue. Can we... Oh, they've scored. I mean, it don't really matter. We've won the game, but I wanted that clean sheet. It does irritate me when we don't get a clean sheet. Right, here we go. Can we make it 7-1? Here's Mori. Goes back to Suzu. To Awano. Kawanishi. To Kobayashi. Nobe. To Awano, a deep line playmaker. Gets the ball into the box, but the keeper comes out. Claims it quite comfortably, really. Please don't concede a second, because then it's just going to start looking scruffy. They're going to score, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, it's a scruffy win now. I mean, we've been dominant. It's only been in these last 10 minutes with 5 substitutes done and whatever else. I mean, they've scored 2 goals from 3 shots on target. I mean, this is going to be ludicrous. They're going to get a third now. I mean, come on. Oh. Right. Can we just end this game? It's 6-2. Just blow the full-time whistle, ref. Why do we need to play all this time added on? All these 3 minutes. They're not going to come back from here, are they? Here's Tanaka. I mean, keep going for the time being. Here's Nobe. There you go. 7-2. Oh, no, it's offside. Linesman's got his flag up. Oh, dear. I mean, we didn't really need to see an offside, if we're being honest. And there you go. The full-time whistle has gone. And, I mean, you look at them stats. We dominated. It was literally the last 5-6 minutes we got a bit careless. We had 5 different players on the field to what we started with. Maybe that's a sign that our backup team isn't to the standard of the rest of our team. Yuki in top form, he absolutely is. He needs to learn how to grow a moustache, or moustache, however you want to pronounce it. We are clear of the drop. We'll do a very quick press conference. I mean, that was quick, to be fair. Right, if we have a look at the table at the J3 League, we are now in 16th position. A goal difference of -4 on 19 points. One more win, we can move up to 14th. We are looking, and we've got Yokohama in our next game. So there's every chance we can win that one. And yeah, our aim is to avoid relegation. And so far, things have got off to a really positive start. If we have a look at the schedule, I think what we do is bring you back for Nagano, who are 14th, and Totori, who are 11th. They're likely to be teams around us, just above us type thing. So it gives a few games to play off camera. Then we come back for Nagano versus Totori. And that will be in tomorrow's episode. So please leave a like on the video, folks. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching and have a good evening. Bye-bye.